Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Tulokbo Olamipo. I'm your number one property manager here in Lagos, Nigeria. And I just quickly want to respond to some of the questions that I usually get. How do you deal with stubborn tenants as a property manager or as a landlord? Okay, number one, expectations. Establish clear expectations. Make sure that the tenant understand the terms and in their lease agreement and consequences of not adhering to it. So, number two, communicate effectively. As a landlord, as a caretaker, you need to keep your line of communication open with your tenant and respond promptly to their concerns and complaints. So be polite and be professional in your interaction. Even if the tenant is difficult, do not talk to tenants anyhow. Customer is a king, so they are your customers, so you need to speak to them politely, even if they are rude to you. Sure be sure that you speak to them in a professional manner. So be consistent. Okay, make sure that you enforce the terms of your lease agreement or your rent agreement constantly and fairly. There's no need for you to have favoritism among your tenants. Even if you're a landlord that you live within that compound with your tenants. So make sure that you are consistent and you do not display favoritism. And make sure that as a landlord or caretaker, you document everything. Make sure there is documentation. Keep detailed records of all your interaction with your tenant, whether it's residential or commercial, even including phone calls. So make sure that your communications are well documented. And at times when tenants are difficult, you can offer them incentives. So whereby maybe you can ask them to break their rent into bits. If they cannot afford to pay it a lump sum, you can ask them to pay a bit. And if there is a need for you to seek legal advice, if your tenant is proving difficult, please kindly do make sure that you seek legal advice where necessary. So remembering that dealing with the stubborn tenant can be frustrating, but it's important to remain calm and professional and objective throughout the entire process. By establishing clear expectation or communicating effectively and enforcing the terms of the lease agreement consistently, so you can improve your chances of resolving any issue that arise. So if you need my advice or my assistance, you can reach out to me on 08022226573. Have a lovely day.